I really don't know what to make of this film, and I think that's why I got to get into this review right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another movie review. Yep, we're still at South by Southwest 2021, and this time we're reviewing the film The Feast, which made its world premiere this year. And being a horror fan and considering the South by Southwest, this film really piqued my interest because I thought the synopsis really had an interesting premise. And, I'm always curious to see what South by Southwest brings. And, what the synopsis basically reads is, over a evening, a wealthy family gathers for a sumptuous dinner with guests in an ostentatious house in the Welsh mountains, served by a mysterious, disturbing young woman. The assembled party did not realize they were about to eat their last supper. Now, like, come on now. You read that, you're like, all right, this seems like this is going to get crazy. And it just took a long time for anything to happen. Like, the movie was only an hour and a half, but like it wasn't about until like the hour and 10-minute mark was something really starting to transpire. But I will say in the beginning that oddly enough, and the reason I'm using the word oddly because I didn't really foresee this coming, that the use of sound was the bright spot in this film. Like, I thought the sound was very chilling and added an element to the idea of letting you know that this was a horror film. Outside of everything else you're seeing, because the scenery and everything is absolutely beautiful. The house it was shot in and the surrounding scenery was just really, really beautiful. So you start to think like, oh, maybe this is just, a drama or a thriller or whatever it may be. And it's a horror film, and I think the sound is used in order to really convey that to everybody. But beyond that too, like, there was a lot of weird things happening, but like, I guess at moments, a lot of it was just going over my head, and I didn't really quite understand what was exactly happening and what was causing some of these events to happen. And then there were some really gross moments happening too, and it's just like, I'm not quite sure how they're all correlating. And then like you had characters that you were like intrigued in, you wanted to see more about them, because I thought that when certain characters were introduced, you start to wonder and like, all right, what's their backstory? What's going to really be their role within this film? And I don't think that no one really rose to the occasion to really being like the ultimate bright spot as far as performances. Like, I felt like every character had potential, but it just never really manifested into anything. Like, even the dad who was just totally being the dad. He went out and did some hunting. He shot 2 rabbits, and he came back and boasted about him being the one that shot and killed the rabbits that they're eating for dinner, which ultimately you think like the rabbits was really like the turning point over like when dinner started to get worse. But like, even that, I wasn't able to really make sense of. Like, and I don't know, maybe there's something ultimately I missed, but like, I really don't understand like how certain events was just trickling down. But again, it took an hour and some change for anything creepy to even happen, like, which is kind of mind blowing to me. I thought it wasted a long time, and the slow burn in a horror film, I'm just not really a fan of. And with that being said, like, the ending part I thought was done good, which ultimately makes the movie unbalanced to me. And I think that it would have been better off if there was more of a build for some of these events instead of it just being nothing. Here's something, and here's an ending, and try to make the best of it, because that's essentially what I was feeling. But again, I thought also there was some really missed opportunities to display some really good gore, meaning like there was implied horror or implied killing gore, whatever it may be, and then you just see the results. And I thought it would have been probably better if they would have just shown it, because the after results look pretty cool. So missed opportunities there. But again, the feast was all about a family that came together where they had this lady who was basically serving all of these privileged folks. And once everybody ate, then things got bad. But why? Who knows? And who was the mysterious lady? Who knows? And like, it was just really weird about how that all kind of went about. So yeah, I think that a lot of this went over my head, and I felt like the film just did a bad job in conveying to the audience what was going on. I don't think I should have had to think so hard as to the different things that was happening in this film. Yet here I am. So, you know, I'm a little disappointed in this because I thought this was definitely one that I was going to be excited to. I was excited to see, and I was going to finish really loving it, and it really didn't deliver to that. I will say this though, I will give this another chance. I will revisit this film without a doubt because I definitely, now that I've seen it, now that I don't have expectations, I think I'm gonna go back with a clear head, and I'm gonna kind of see if there's things I missed as far as how certain events went about, and I think that's a fair assessment for anybody who may be feeling the same way after seeing this to probably go see it again. You know, I think this is definitely one that had potentials with the premise. I thought cinematography was beautiful, and I thought like the characters had depth that just didn't deliver, but maybe there was something else I was missing. So, nonetheless, The Feast, it made its world premiere at South by Southwest. Definitely let me know in the comments, folks, what you thought about this film, and definitely stay tuned because more reviews are coming real soon.